All right. Thank you so much for joining the call. All right. So quickly, we are going to do a quick introduction of Miva Open University. But first off, I'd like to congratulate you for taking the bold step of registering, enrolling at Miva Open University. I bet to say that this is the best decision of your life yet, and you would be so glad that you took this decision, starting your university postgraduate degree journey with us here at Miva Open University. Like I always say at Miva Open University, we are very large to accommodate you and we are very small to reach you. Here, your experience is key to us, and all we are doing at the back end is to ensure that you do not just have a university education, you have a quality university education of global standard, and you'll be able to compete in any part of the world. And most importantly, you'll be able to be a shining light in your community, not just as a regular member of your community, but as an outstanding member of your community who will be contributing their own quota in different fields that you find yourself. So, welcome to Miva Open University postgraduate orientation for the May 2026 cohort. Like I said, I would be your moderator today, and my name is Godwin Okwe. Thank you so much for joining. In order not to take our time, I'm just going to do a quick introduction or tell you a little bit about Miva Open University. I believe a lot of us have seen this before, one way or the other, either during our um, virtual admissions fair or going through the university brochure or even speaking to our agents on the call. You would have gotten some tiny bit of information or even some very massive information about Miva Open University. So Miva Open University is a leading open university licensed by the National Universities Commission, the NUC, to offer undergraduate and postgraduate degree programs. I'm happy to announce to you that Miva got its license in the year May 2023, and we are currently 3 years in operation. On the 16th of May, it's going to make it 3 years since we got our license at the NUC Secretariat on that very beautiful day when we decided that we are going to take on the journey of providing quality, affordable, and global university education. Miva Open University is the child of the U Lesson Group, and the U Lesson Group is an edtech organization in Africa with headquarters in Abuja, Nigeria, providing and solving learning challenges and problems across the continent. The U Lesson Group was founded in the year 2019 by Sim Shagaya, and we've launched U Lesson K-12 app, which is the learning app for K-12 primary 1 to SS3 students in the lower tier of education, which is basic education and secondary education. And after that, we scaled to solve the bigger problem, which is accessibility to affordable, quality, and world class education in the tertiary institution. And that is what drove us to start Miva Open University. And it's been 3 years of doing this impeccable and amazing journey of educating one person at a time and giving them the opportunity to study from anywhere, anytime, and it is open to anybody. And what we provide is access, structure, and quality education. One of our unique feature at Miva Open University is our personalized approach to learning. We have faculty members that are experts and specialists in their fields, and they work closely with students to provide individualized attention and support. We also use state of the art technology to deliver our courses, and which allows you to learn at your own pace and on your own schedule. And our promise to you is that during your course of study here at Miva Open University, we will keep digging deep and ensuring that the learning experience even gets better after day one joining Miva Open University. So once again, I'd like to welcome you to Miva, and I want to officially welcome you to the community, one of the fastest growing university community across the world. with students in over 73 countries in the world. Now we have Miva study centers and our official campus across different cities and states in the country. We have our main campus in Abuja, headquartered at 1059 OP Fingesi Street, Abuja, Nigeria. And we also have the Lagos Study Center. I believe for those of us that are in Lagos, you would have maybe passed through that center or even visited the center. It is located at 376 Herbert Macaulay Way, Yaba, Lagos State. We also have our Port Harcourt Study Center, which is located at 29 Sani Abacha Road, GRA Phase 3, Port Harcourt, just very close to Slots Supermarket in Port Harcourt. And we have the Jos Study Center, located at number 3 Beach Road, beside Mobile Filling Station in Jos Plateau State. And we have great news. The great news is that this year we are going to be launching some new study centers across the country. I would have loved to spill the bean here, but I wouldn't do that, as we want this to be a grand announcement when the centers launch. And you'll be shocked. It could be in your state, it could be Kaduna State, it could be Sokoto State, it could be Ogun State, it could even be in Oyo State or Enugu State. Just keep your ears to the ground. Follow us on social media as we make all of these announcements. But it is very important to note that Miva is growing, and we are doing that because you are part of us here at Miva. So thank you again, once again, for joining. And for those that are just joining the call, thank you for joining. My name is Godwin Okbe. I'm the Community and Engagement Manager at Miva, and I would be working with you to ensure you have an amazing learning experience here. What are the programs we have at Miva Open University? Very quickly, I'm just going to run through this so that you are aware. For some of us, we just saw Miva maybe on TV, went to the website and ran quickly to MBA and possibly signed up. We don't even know what's happening on the undergraduate side. So this is an opportunity for us to walk you through the programs we have at Miva, both on the undergraduate side and the postgraduate side as well. We have 4 schools or faculty, as you may know them, at Miva Open University. And these are the School of Allied Health, where we have the Department of Nursing Science, Bachelor of Nursing Science, and Bachelor in Public Health. And we have the School of Computing, where we have 5 departments comprising of computer science, cybersecurity, data science, software engineering, and information technology. And in the School of Management and Social Science, which is currently the biggest school at Miva, we have the Department of Accounting, Business Management, Economics, Public Policy and Administration, Entrepreneurship, and Criminology and Security Studies. And lastly, we have the School of Communication and Media Study, where we have the Department of Mass Communication and Media Studies. And a quick dive into the postgraduate program at Miva. We have the Master of Business Administration, the Miva MBA. We have the Master of Public Administration, Miva MPA. We have the Master of Public Health, Miva MPH, and the Master of Information Technology. And I'm going to be spilling the beans here because we are introducing new programs at Miva in the month of May, and these programs are scheduled to kick off in September 2026. In the coming days, you are going to be seeing the list of all of these programs across our website, our social media, and even posted in our student community. I can confirm to you that we have Master of Artificial Intelligence, which we are going to be starting in September 2026, Master of Supply Chain Management, Master of Criminology and Security Study, Master of International and Sustainable Development, and some other very interesting program that we are going to be rolling out on the undergraduate side this year. So the university is growing, we are expanding, and we are so happy to have you join thousands of other individuals that have trusted what we are doing here and are currently enrolled at Miva. Once again, welcome to Miva Open University. And to take us further, Miva Stars, like I fondly call you, I'd like to introduce to us the Vice Chancellor of Miva Open University, who's going to give us the welcome notes. And the Vice Chancellor of Miva Open University is no other person but Professor Tayo Arulogun. I'm going to quickly walk you through his academic and administrative leadership. Professor Tayo Arulogun is a professor of computer system engineering from Lautech, and he's been a professor at Lautech from the year 2016 till date. He's formerly the director, Lautech ICT Center, from the year 2011 to 2014, after which he took a short break and also got back to the same role in the year 2016 through to 2019. Professor Taya Arulogun was the director, Lautech Open Distance Learning Center, from 2019 till July 2023. Previously, he was the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, Kampala International University in Uganda, and he held this position in 2019 through to 2020. He is an external expert at the Tilburg School of Humanities and Digital Sciences at Tilburg University in the Netherlands. He's an ODL expert with over 10 years of experience and acknowledged by the National Universities Commission. If your hands are not too busy, Miva stars, let's put those applauds and throw those confetti as I welcome Professor Tayo Arulogun, our Vice Chancellor, to give the welcome remark. Over to you, Professor Tayo. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, Godwin. Thank you so much for that brief introduction. And good morning, everyone. It's always a pleasure and glory to God Almighty to welcome our vibrant and brilliant students. Here at Miva, we call students learners. So I say welcome. And at Miva, we are committed to providing you with flexible, accessible, and personalized learning experience. But let me say thank you so much for choosing us, because there are other places where you could have gone to, but you are with us. So thank you for choosing us. Next slide. So what we expect from you is that you should seize the opportunity, because our purpose at Miva Open University is to prepare people for opportunity to improve the society. And you are now part of us. You have joined this community, and we want to shape the future of education in Nigeria and beyond. So we want you to be here, and you're already with us. And we are going to provide you with world-class resources, facilities, and partnership. And we want to ensure that we go beyond your expectation. Yes, your educational expectation as you are with us. And as a learner at Miva Open University, we are expecting some things from you. Yes, there are not many, but they are very, very important to ensure that you achieve your goals and then you hit the top of your career. And the first one is consistency. Yes, be present. As we are talking about, there is actually no physical classrooms, but there are virtual classrooms. So we want you to be consistent. We want you to be persistent. We want you to be coming to that virtual learning space. It's very important. And when you are coming to that virtual learning space, we want you to be intentional. Plan. Yes, you must have a timetable that you'll be using that will guide you, because I know everyone has 24 hours in a day, and we know you are committed about 8 hours or 10 hours to your current job and to some other things. You must also set aside a chunk of your time, maybe 2 hours in a day, or you combine the 2 hours every day, and that gives you about 8 hours to 10 hours in a week. So you must set aside when you will study. And that's why I say you must commit to deep study, and you must start the planning at this time. Set your plan. And this also means that you must also set your goals. What class, what CGPA do you want to have at the end of the day? So we have a benchmark of 5, and you want to have the 5/5, 4.8, 3.8, 4.2. You must write it down now. And the advantage is that you have the courses that you are going to take, and you can tick. I want to have 80A, 80A, 95A. All these are achievable. So plan very well. And then engage in critical thinking. Go beyond what we are giving you. Ask questions. Why are we working with our feet? Yes, why are we working with our feet? And why are we not flying? Why are we walking? Why are we not swimming? So challenge whatever is happening. And from there, we can bring about a new innovation. Ask questions. And that's what we're saying. Think about it. And the next one is ask questions and contribute to discussions. Don't just be an island. Ask questions in your group, in assignment, whatever you are, even in your workplace, ask questions. But let us be respectful when we're asking questions. And the next one is seek guidance. Yes, guidance and support. Here at Miva Open University, we have provided support for you. And that's why today, my colleagues, Franklin, Aisha, Debbie, Jimmy, Chidubem, Godwin, and also Chris, and even our registrar will be talking to you. They will be providing support and how you can access support as you are with us. And we want you to uphold what we call academic integrity. Yes, this age, we have so much advantage that you could use technology to do a lot of things. You could use technology to do deep learning, deep study. And what we are saying is that whatever tool you are using, at Miva Open University, we have policy that says you can use technology, you can use AI, you can use it to support yourself. But what we are saying is, tell us how you have been using it, how you have interacted with it, what have you done with what AI has helped you to do. We want to see that you're able to think independently out of this machine. And so whatever you are doing, please let us be transparent. That's what we're asking from you. And when we are writing exams, either proctor exam or in-person exam or personalized exam that you are writing by yourself, let us be truthful to ourselves. And that is the key thing we want from leaders, because you are all leaders. And when you are transparent, you become transformational leader. And that's what we want you to be. And the next one is embrace what we call personal growth. Yes, you must grow beyond what we are giving you. Yes, you must do some extracurricular activities. You must support your community, because what means that the education you are getting is not just for you, it's for your community. Because it is then that you realize, oh, this education is very, very important, but it's not only for you. And that's why you must embrace personal growth. Go beyond the limits, go extra, stretch yourself. And that's what we want you to do. And build meaningful connection. Connection means networking is very, very important. And we've seen there is no one that's actually gotten to the top of his or her career by just being brilliant. You need network, you need people, and you must connect. And the beauty of Miva Open University is that you have not less than 25,000 strong community, which you can thrive upon. And what I'm saying is that you can have a network of 1,000 people from Miva, whichever field you can get it. It's very, very important that you embrace networking. And on behalf of the university management, starting from the chancellor, board of trustees, management, faculty, staff, and even current students, I want to say you are welcome to Miva Open University. You are welcome. You have joined this family. And before I hand over to Godwin, here we will support you to achieve your goals. And we will also I want you to dream big. That is what I want to say. Dream big and reach higher. Thank you. You are welcome to Miva Open University. Godwin, you can take over. Yeah, Godwin, we are not hearing you. You are muted.
Thank you so much, Professor Tayo, for that wonderful welcome address. And this goes to show you that you are already at home. So, welcome everyone joining the call. For those that are just joining, the voice you heard is the voice of the Vice Chancellor of Miva Open University, Professor Tayo Arulogun, whom I introduced earlier as a professor of computer system engineering from Lautech, and who is currently our Vice Chancellor. So thank you again, Professor Tayo. And to move us further, I'd like to just quickly walk us through some expectation from you as Miva Open University students across the different programs that you will be studying at Miva. So in a short while from now, you are going to be meeting the registrar of Miva Open University, who is currently in a meeting and is going to be joining us in a short while from now. But it is very important that I walk you through what academic expectation is like at Miva Open University. Afterwards, we are going to introduce you into what the learning environment looks like. I know that for some of us, we joined this call expecting to, know what learning at Miva is going to look like. Some know it's already online. They want to know what medium, what platform are we going to be using to deliver our classes online. So yes, you are going to be learning all of that during the next 1 hour 30 minutes where we are going to be having this orientation session. But first, would like to walk you through what academic expectation are at Miva Open University, and we are going to say this in two batch. The first is for MBA and MPH students. And the reason for this batching is because these programs are 4 semester programs at Miva Open University. What it means is that you have 4 different semesters to complete this session. While for MIT and MPA, the program is a 3 semester program. So I'm just going to walk you through what the academic expectations are for these programs. And for MBA and MPH, we have a graduation and credit policy. This policy requires that learners in the MBA and MPH programs are expected to take a minimum of 72 credit units to meet graduation requirements. This would be spread evenly across the 4 semesters. If you are in the MBA and MPH group, can you please give me thumbs up if you are following this? For MBA and MPH student, thank you, Loris. Thank you, Afrokene. Thank you. So you would be spending 4 semesters at Miva Open University, and in this 4 semester, you are expected to meet a minimum requirement of 72 credit units before graduation. Now, this is a table with the number of courses that you'll be taking every semester and the credit load attached to them. For your first semester, which is the May 2026 semester that ends in August, you will be taking 6 courses with a total of 18 credit loads. The second semester, you'll be taking 6 courses as well with a total of 18 credit loads. In the third semester, you'll be taking another 6 courses with the same total of 18 credit load. While in your final semester, which is the fourth semester, you'll be taking 5 courses with a total of 18 credit loads. And for the MIT and MPA students or learners, your program is a 3 semester program, and the minimum credit unit for your program to meet graduation requirements is 53. Remember, this is minimum. Okay. Now we have first semester where you have 6 credits and 6 courses with 17 credit units. In your second semester, you'll be taking same 6 courses with 16 credit units, while in your third and final semester, you'll be taking 6 courses with 20 credit units. The good thing is that all of these would be shared to you at the end of the orientation, so you will be able to see all the breakdown of your courses. Also, the recording of this session will be made available, and we would be sharing with you the academic calendar and assessment plan, which gives you the breakdown of these courses and also the credit load. So you do not have to fret. All of this information are available and will be shared with you after the session. All right. So we have academic expectation. The first on the list here is the attendance policy. Postgraduate learners are required to meet a 75% attendance threshold in live lesson and course participation to complete a course. You do not qualify for examination if you have not met this requirement. And just to expand this further, what this means is that during your time at Miva Open University, you would be having live lesson, which are on the spot classes that will be happening with your course lecturers, and also you have engagement across your LMS where you have your lecture materials, you have recorded classes, quizzes, tests, and other learning activities that will be happening on the LMS. Now, what this means is that across these different learning activities, you ought to meet a 75% attendance before you are able to sit for examination. Remember, this is a full-time program, not a part-time program, nor a weekend program. It's a full-time postgraduate degree program, which means, as the VC have said, you are going to dedicate time to actually study and put in the work. Now we have submission timeline for assessments and examination. Like I said earlier, we are going to be sharing the assessment plans with you, which have the date of every assessment, when they are due, and all the information you need to know about the assessment, the mode of assessment. All of that will be communicated in the assessment plan we are going to be sharing with you on Monday. Now, all assignment must be submitted by the due date. Late submissions are not possible on the LMS. Exception would only be granted with express approval from your course administrator. Sorry. So yes, all assignments must be submitted in due course. It is very important to know that submission of assessment is one of the key requirements for examination. You will not be able to sit for exams if you are yet to complete your assessments. So please, it is important that we take note of all of this. Remember, this is an onboarding session, an orientation session. We are going to still have some deep dive into all of this examination session, where we'll talk about how examination will be conducted and how you plan and sit for exam, as well as also the assessment plan that walks you through all of the tiny details about assessment at Miva. Another academic expectation we have is the course or semester deferment policy. Learners may defer courses within a semester or even an entire semester. For instance, Mrs. Balogun um, just put to bed at the start of the September 2026 cohort, and for some reason she's unable to put in the hours and take her program because she's catering to the newborn. She would be able to reach out to her success advisor and fill a semester deferment form. This semester deferment form will go through different teams and units, and upon approval, she would be allowed to defer that semester, to take that semester, maybe after so she's been able to get some level of stability with managing the newborn and also attending classes. Also, students are able to defer courses, and this policy is available for you, but it is advised that as much as possible, ensure that you do all your courses within the time so that you're able to graduate in record time. This is not an accelerated program. I want to state this again. It is a full-time program, and there are credit units that you can take per semester. So you cannot combine units and say, okay, I want to do second and first semester in one semester. We do not have that option of accelerated program here at Miva. However, you'll be able to defer courses and even semester when you have cogent reasons to do so. Academic integrity and plagiarism. It is very critical to maintain academic integrity throughout your postgraduate program at Miva. Essays and submission are required to be written in your words, following proper referencing, citation, and guidelines. Plagiarism is strictly prohibited. We want you to put in the work, and we want you to submit original papers, original answers to your work. So if you are thinking that this university is going to be a walk in the park because you have ChatGPT as a companion, you have to rethink that again, because it's a full-time program and it is also very rigorous. The good thing is that throughout this process, you have the best support system, which is the Miva learner support team that will be working hand in hand with you to ensure that you have a great learning experience and it is a walk in the park for you. Like I always tell people, Miva is very easy for those that are serious, and it could be challenging for those that are not serious. You pick the side you want to be on, but I believe that those people we have on the call here today are serious Miva stars. Now, I want to quickly walk us through what we call the example path at Miva Open University. Not everyone would be able to shoulder the workload model that we currently have. And that is why we've exclusively designed different academic pathways for individuals that can help their learning at Miva. So I'm going to walk you through some scenarios that is going to help you understand what example paths look like at Miva Open University. And I'm going to start by just giving some flexible pathways and walking you through an example. So let's go with the name Stanley. I don't know if you have any Stanley on the call. So Stanley starts his postgraduate program at Miva in May 2026, which is your cohort. If he take his full course loads every semester, this is how his journey is going to look like. May to August, he has done the 6 credit units for MPA and MIT, as well as for MBA and MPH. September to December 2026, he takes on 6 other courses as well, 18 credit units across um, both programs. Now, in April to January 2027, what it means for Stanley is that if Stanley is an MPA student, he would have completely met the graduation requirement, which is 6 courses per semester. And he has done that for 3 semesters. So what it means is if he starts in May 2026, by April 2027, Stanley would have completed his MPA and MIT program. Thank you. Let's keep those applause coming. I'm seeing the confetti and the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And for Stanley, if he's doing the Miva MBA or MPH, because it's a 4 semester program, by August 2027, Stanley is due for graduation upon meeting all of these requirements. I think everyone here wants to be like Stanley. If you want to be like Stanley, can you give me thumbs up? Finish your program in record time, ensure you graduate with your cohorts. All right, great. And I hope and I pray that everyone is like Stanley. However, life happens, right? For some people, it could be relocation. You are currently in Saudi Arabia and you are moving to the UK. For some, it is family related. They just welcome a new baby. For some, it could even be health reason. And for that reason, they are unable to finish with their set when they joined. That is why we have another flexible pathway. And I'm going to use Nancy in this situation. So remember, I shared earlier that for MPH and MBA, you have 4 semesters and you have to take 6 courses across the semester. So look at this case for Nancy. As an MBA and MPH student at Miva, Nancy actually starts in May, right? But for some reason, she's able to take only 6 courses in May, which is the actual course she's supposed to take. Now in September, Nancy is getting overwhelmed because she just got promoted to be maybe head of corporate service in our organization, and the workload she's trying to still, grow into the role. And for some reason, she's not able to take 6 courses that semester. Nancy can reach out to her success advisor, say success advisor is Emmanuel, explain this situation, and Emmanuel can advise her and say, hey Nancy, you don't have to do all 6 courses this semester. You can drop 2 courses so that you are not just studying to pass, but you're actually studying to assimilate and understand. So Nancy now takes on 4 courses as against 6 courses, just because she wants to, balance work and study. What that means is that her stay now becomes extended. And then for some reason, the next semester starts in January and runs till April. And Nancy is still struggling at her job. Big role, big responsibility. She can't even continue or go back to doing 6 courses. Nancy can decide to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to spread these courses around. I will do 4 courses again because it seems like that works with my schedule. She can do that for the January to April cohort and still do the same for the May and August cohort. What that means, if you look at it, is that Nancy is wrapping up her program in 5 semesters, not 4 semesters as Stanley. But also, it is fine. Like I said earlier, you have to learn at your own pace. And this is the flexibility that you can gain at Miva Open University. So it means that if for some reasons it becomes too bulky for you, you can decide to drop the workload and still be able to do. What that happen is that you get an extended semester. Now we have a deferment policy. You are supposed to do all of this before the beginning of the semester, not at the middle of the semester when you've done your first assessment and you now said, oh, I can no longer continue. That is going to come at an extra cost because you started a semester and you are definitely leaving that semester to start another semester. It is going to come at an extra cost. However, if you stick on doing this deferment before time and following all of the policies on ground, you would not have to pay extra. So it is very important that we understand that timeline matters in this. You don't wake up at the middle of the semester after you submitted your second assessment and said, "Man, I'm dropping 4 courses so that I can do 2 courses." That would not be acceptable. So all of these pathways, you would have to speak with your success advisor to help you tailor it down to which is most flexible and also most beneficial to you as a student. If we are together, can you give me thumbs up? All right, thank you. And this goes on and on. And we have Tunde. Tunde is an importer and exporter. And for some reason, if you look at the month of January to April, which is the third semester, Tunde have traveled to China. And for some reason, he's not even able to study at all. Tunde can decide to defer the whole semester. He knows that in January he's going to be in China. So in the September semester, he starts prepping his success advisor and saying, "Hey, Mr. Emmanuel, I won't be able to do January to April semester. I'm going to defer that semester and continue in May and August because I need to hustle to pay tuition and I also have some other commitments." So that is what happens for Tunde here, and it skips an entire semester. What that means is that he's supposed to graduate in August 2027, but for some reason, because of that extension, he will now be graduating in April 2028. And this scenario goes on and on for different people across the different situations that they are in. So, like I said earlier, this is the flexibility we promise at Miva Open University. And I believe that everyone will agree that this is as flexible as it can get. So, you are not, the only thing you owe us is to inform us ahead of time and also get proper guidance from your success advisor. Because for some people, it could just be laziness that they want to defy a semester, and it could just be burnout. And what that means is that you can decide to speak with a guidance counselor who can help you work out a learning plan that would be beneficial to you, and you don't have to drop off or suspend the whole semester. Always speak to someone before taking decision. Get a second opinion, get a professional opinion before deferring a semester or deferring a course. If we are all aligned, can you give me thumbs up in the chat box? All right, thank you so much. I'd like to know, has this session been informative so far? Are you learning something? Do you feel confident about starting your journey? Please, if you do, can you give me the thumbs up? Thank you, Dorcas. Dorcas says yes. Dami, thank you so much. All right, so this is the part everybody wants to learn about because people, there's only something that is not reversible, which is time. If an hour is gone, it can never come back. So I want to walk us through what the first semester academic calendar looks like. Today, May 9th, orientation day, we are currently talking about what you need to do to be a great student at Miva and to have a seamless experience. On the 11th of May, your semester officially resumes. And that is the start of your learning at Miva, which is on Monday. On the 5th of June, we are going to have another session again. It's the post-orientation Q&A session. This is the only university where we come back and check on how the journey has been within the first couple of weeks. This post-orientation Q&A session gives you opportunity to share feedback with us, tell us about the experience so far, the highs, the lows, and even the feedback that you've been able to gather during the program. So this session is going to be an opportunity for you to have gone through the LMS, spoken to your success advisor, maybe even spoken to guidance counseling, and you can share your feedback with us, and we can still keep supporting you to ensure you have a great learning experience. Live lesson starts on the 14th of May, which is a Thursday. The live lesson calendar is going to be shared with you in your academic calendar. Like I said earlier, live lessons are on the good lessons where you interact with your lecturers and other students in your department where a particular course is being taught. You are going to learn more about live lesson in the next presentation. And from April 6th to 14th, sorry, from July 6th to 14th, that's an error there. We have your capstone, case studies, and even deadlines. But the most important thing here is that this calendar is like an overview of what first semester looks like. However, you are going to be getting a detailed academic calendar on Monday as your class begins. That calendar is going to show you which day which assessment is due, which day you are supposed to write this exam, which day you are supposed to do this, all of that in granular information that you are going to get for the semester. So that's a comprehensive calendar. I think everyone should pin that calendar to their Google space so that every day you are able to see what you are doing and where you are in the semester. This is more like an overview of what the semester would look like. Now, this is what the full calendar looks like. First semester, May 11 to August 21st. Second semester, September 7 to December 12th. Third semester, January 11 to April 17th. And the final semester for the MBA and MPH program would end on the 14th of August, where you are certified to be a graduate of the MBA and MPH program. Now, for the MIT and MPA program, which is a 3-semester program, the first semester starts on Monday, like I said, and it runs till 17th of April, which is the third semester in the year 2027. So if you start in May, by April 17th, you are already a graduate of the Miva MPA or MIT. If you do the math, that is 1 year program. And if you even do the calculation properly, it is less than a year. All right. Now at Miva Open University, we have other learning activities that we've made available to help you. And this means that we are not just concerned about studying MIT in the classroom and not being able to apply it in the workplace or even in your broad community. And that is why we have master classes and executive in residence for our postgraduate programs. At previous master classes we've had the likes of Shola Akinlade, the CEO of Paystack. We've had Sim Shagaya, our chancellor. We've had Uyi Akpata from PwC, former regional partner at PwC. We've had Dr. Zainab Shinkafi, who's leading the work on cancer treatment across Africa and even in the globe, and who has a cancer foundation. And we've had different people who have Postmaster General of Nigeria who has joined us in the master class. We've had Babajide Taylor, who is a HR expert and practitioner at Meta. We've had different captain of industry, different experts, different technocrats that have joined us at the master classes. Now, these master classes happen at different times in the university, and I'm glad to announce to you that you are joining Miva at a very beautiful time. On the 15th of May, we are going to be having a master class with the Chancellor of Miva Open University, Sim Shagaya. I dare to say Sim Shagaya is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Africa who has floated over 6 companies that are doing excellently well. And he's going to be having a master class on network effects. I think this should be in your calendar. You are going to get emails on this, you get reminders on this. I don't think anybody needs to miss this master class because it basically set the tone for your learning and your experience at Miva. The master class, as I said, is happening on the 5th, on the 15th of May, and on the 5th of June. One of the most successful record label owner in Nigeria and the first record label to float a rap crew that have been largely the most successful rap crew in Nigeria, Chocolate City record label, Audu Mekori, will be having a masterclass with us on the 5th of June. And we have other masterclasses we've lined up from now until the end of the year. So we are going to be meeting a lot of industry experts coming to teach you online. These masterclasses will be happening online, and some session will be happening in person, but all master classes will be streamed online, and it is open to only Miva students. Sadly, your friend who is not in Miva would not be able to join, so it is exclusive to you alone. We also have executive in residence. Now, executive in residence at Miva means that you could come to a class for an MPA class, and the lecturer for that day is Joe Abba. I don't know if you know Joe Abba. He's in more on Twitter, and he's taking a course on public policy at the Miva MPA. And it could be another beautiful morning, and you just join an executive in residence class, and your faculty for that day is Ladi Balogun, who is the CEO of um, FCMB, or it could be Abubakar Suleiman, the CEO of Sterling Bank, who's the executive that's going to be walking you through practical insights on what it means to run a 21st century profitable bank. And some other days, it could be someone in the fashion industry, it could be someone in the telecom industry, or it could even be someone in the education space for those of us that are thinking of venturing into education. And these are like the executives that will be teaching you at Miva Open University. Now, I'm going to be moving to the next part of the orientation, which is very important, and it is navigating the learning management system. I see a lot of questions in the chat box. Do not worry, we are going to take our time to answer all of these questions. And I know my colleagues are currently in the chat box responding to these questions. I can tell you that you are in for the ride of your life by enrolling at Miva Open University, and you are going to look back and say, this is the best decision that I've taken in the year 2026. And you return to this video and thank Miva for this opportunity. So to take us further, I'm going to be welcoming our senior product manager, who is going to be doing a quick deep dive into what learning at Miva Open University entails, what the learning environment is like, how you are going to be submitting assessments, where you are going to be taking your video recordings, how you are going to be able to join live lesson, and what basically learning is at Miva. Remember, we said you can study anywhere, anytime, and it's for everyone. Now you are going to know how you are going to be able to do that by learning how to navigate the Miva learning management system. Hello, Chidubem, are you on the call? Good morning, and good to have you join us here this morning.
Hi, good morning, Godwin. Can you hear me?
Very loud and clear, Chidubem. Good to have you here. And everyone, please let's welcome Chidubem, who's going to be walking us through the next part of the session. Over to you, Chidubem.
Yeah, thank you very much, Godwin. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And you're welcome to Miva Open University. We are glad to have you. The job of everybody at Miva is to make sure that you reach your goals, whatever they might be. So I'm going to be walking you through the learning management system, just so to give you context into how you can assess your learning content on Miva Open University. So, but before I dive deep into it, I want to give you a bit of context using brick and mortar university, the regular university most of us went to before open distance learning became a norm, like Miva is making it. So the way you will have non-academic actions that you need to do, maybe register for your GST, pay your fees, or go see your results and stuff like that. Those things happen on what we call the student portal. So that's the first place you would have paid your fees, I think, and then had registered your courses in where you go to enroll courses. That's called the student portal. So think of that as the non-academic aspect of things, where you go to pay fees, you go to see your results when they are released, you go to when it's time to graduate, you go to get your certificate, transcript, all those kind of stuff that clearance, those kind of stuff happen there. Then the learning management system is the classroom, the actual place where you now go to take your lectures, right? So that's what I'm going to walk you through this morning. This is where you will spend a large chunk of your time here at Miva Open University, because obviously you will be learning mostly on the learning management system. So I'll share my screen. 1 minute. So, okay, please confirm you can see my screen with like a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. So what you're seeing is the interface for the web application for the learning management system. A couple of questions that we have is this mobile responsive? Mobile responsive means, can I use a tablet or a mobile phone to access this platform? Yes, you can. What is the ideal browser to use for this platform? We recommend Google Chrome. It works on other browsers, but for optimal experience, we recommend Google Chrome. So you can use this on your tablets, you can use this on your phone. It doesn't have a mobile application yet. So currently, Miva does not support a mobile application as of yet. Something is in the works, but I wouldn't let the cat out of the bag before the time. But for now, you can access this using a Google Chrome on your tablet, on your phones, and as well on your PC. So to access this platform, you remember I had referred to a previous platform called the Student Portal, the place where you go for non-academic stuff. So when you go there after enrolling into your course, on the courses tab of that Student Portal, you see a button. It's usually brown in color, and it says go to class. When you click on that button, it automatically takes you to this platform. Another example of how you can reach this platform is if you go to your browser and just type in class.miva.university. Class, C-L-A-S-S, class for classroom, but not the full classroom, just class.miva.university. And then you'll be able to get into this platform. Now, the login credentials you'll be needing to get into your learning management system is the same. Literally use the same login credentials across all our platform at Miva. I'm sure when we talk about the exam portal during your exams, you also be aware of that. So we use a central authentication system that allows you to use the same login details across all our platforms at Miva Open University. So you don't have to worry about remembering platforms, password and things like that. So once you have logged in successfully, this is what you will see. By default, you will be on the In Progress tab of your My Courses page. This gives you a list of all the courses you are enrolled in. This gives you a list of it. The All tab is for the same courses. Now the Pass tab is for when you eventually are done with, like, you guys are starting off fresh. So this is your first semester. So when you are done with your first semester courses and results have been released. Now results are not seen. Your final results are not seen here. Like I mentioned, they are seen on the Student Portal. Think about school, brick and mortar. After exam, you go to your department board or something, depending on when you schooled, to see your results. So the results are not seen here. What you see here are, scores for maybe your quiz, your assessments and all, but the final grade results are not seen here because obviously exams are not taken on this platform. The platform on which exams are taken will be introduced to you at a later date. Now, so when you come here, you see all the courses you've been enrolled into. You can sort here by the last assessed. You can sort it by the name of the course. By default, it's on sorting by the name of the course. So you can see this first course, AI and Digital Literacy, because of A, like it's sorted alphabetical, kind of. So to access a course, you just need to click on this button that says View Course. So when I access any course, maybe these Principles of Economics, this is what an ideal course interface will look like. So you have a side menu here from where you can easily, quickly, like a quick access point for you to access any module or particular activity you want to quickly get to. So you can use this to access it as well. Here you have the larger landscape for where you can also scroll if you want to, as the case may be. Now you can close this menu to allow this become longer. There is also like our help widget here. You can always close it if it's probably obstructing your view, and then access it when you are. So you can see we have all kinds of activities. I heard people on the chat asking for whether you have access to live lessons after it's done. So yes, there's usually a module on your courses termed live lessons. So for any reason you missed your live lessons, the videos of that will be uploaded here. I think within 24 to 48 hours max, it will be here so that you can watch the recordings or refer back to it in the future as well. There is also a module for office hours. Office hours are when you can schedule and get one-on-one time with your lecturers. I'm sure that over time, some of our team members from the academic operation team will work you on how to maximize some of this. Also, I will just walk in and show you some of the key activities we have, and then drop some pointers on things you should pay attention to. So I'm going to look at this. So this is what a video recording looks like. So this is like a video lesson. You can play it.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr.
It has basic video player functions. You know, you can fast forward, you can add captions and things like that. You can also like expand it to make it full. So usually our course modules are mixed up with video as well as PDF or stuff that you need to read as well.
Yes, we can hear you. It was a little bit fizzy for some seconds, but it's better.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, sorry, my network is a bit shaky, but this is what, like, it's trying to load up the PDF viewer. So once it loads up, whatever PDF that the lecturers might have set up here will load up here, and you can be able to, okay, fantastic, it's here. So you can be able to read it. You can open here, which shows you the slides, and you can quickly jump into any particular slide. Clicking back here will close that as well. Interestingly, you can also like zoom. You can see on default is on 80%, but you know, for people like me who likes bold print, you can increase this to up to 100 so that you can have, you know, bolder print for this as well. You can also download this PDF by clicking here, so that you are able to, you know, view it offline or on the go, as the case may be. I'll also quickly look for a quiz or an assignment to see what the experience is. So you can also come back to the My Courses page. And very interestingly, when you come to this drawer here, the recent page, you see your recently assessed courses. So if you want quick access, maybe you'll be studying a particular course, you just want to get back to it, you will get back to it here. Here is a notification bell for any notifications you have. You rarely will get most of this. We're trying to optimize the notification services, but you really wouldn't have to worry about much notification. Most of the communications will be via your student email, via your success advisor, and also through Godwin on the community channels as well. Then there is this message drawer. Now, very importantly, we have some of, you know, from the faculty, some of the assignments that will be set up, especially for PG students, are group assignments. So once you have been set up, once a group assignment has been set up and you've been added into a group, you will on this drawer have a chat interface for you and your group members. It will just be strictly those who are in your group, and you guys can probably chat, maybe plan if you prefer to use this platform, or just collaborate as what, you know, a group assignment is supposed to be, so that you guys can be able to submit your assignment as well. So for now, we do not allow for individual chats, because we're obviously trying to make sure that privacy and all are maintained. But in the future, we are also expanding the collaborative capabilities of our platform, so that, you know, students will be able to collaborate even at an individual level. For now, it's strictly academic, which is when you have a group assignment, you can be able to collaborate as a team. Obviously, there are other channels where students can collaborate, like, you know, the community channels as well. So that wouldn't be much of an issue as well. So also on your user menu, you can see a couple of other things. There's the calendar. There's some other quick actions which are typically not pertain to postgraduate students, but you might find it interesting. Things like where to upload your JAMB or request a wise letter, or download your student copy for transcript, as the case may be in the future as well. Also, you can log out from here. Let me quickly just go into a course and see if I can get a quiz. Okay, yeah. So this is like a typical quiz. You can see this is CA. CA stands for continuous assessment. I hope, like, with time, you guys will get used to some of this. And graded means that, okay, this is actually something that counts to your 100%. And I'm sure the lecturers, faculty, academic operation will bring more clarity to this as well. So if you want to attempt this quiz, you just need to click on this attempt quiz. Most of the quizzes we currently have are multi-choice. So you just select your answer and then you submit. Depending on the setup for the lecturers, if they want you to see the grades immediately, you will see your grades. If they don't want you to see the grades immediately, maybe they need to review it, then you will not see the grades as well. Also, very important, the interface of quizzes is also the same for assignments. Now, you might be wondering what's the difference between a quiz and assignment. I think the major difference is that obviously quizzes are usually multi-choice and you take it on the go. And typically you see your answer, or maybe it's your grades, or maybe it's hidden for you depending on how the lecturer wants it, or the guys from academic operations. But however, for assignments usually require you to do some work, maybe and then report your findings, take off 10 papers, and and usually they will be submitted in PDF format. I think there can also be video presentation depending on what your lecturer prefers. And so one thing I want to bring to our attention is that if this was an assignment, I'm trying to find one. Sorry, I can't find one here. But if this was an assignment, you will see a button that says upload. So once you click on that button, it takes you to your typical file picker, like if you want to upload anything on anywhere. So your file directory where you pick whatever file you want to upload. So you probably would have named your PDF with your name and whatever. And then when you pick on it and you submit, the first action you are doing is to upload the document into the system. You haven't really submitted, right? Because we've seen a lot of students struggle with this and they think, oh, I've submitted, but their submission is in draft mode. Right, so it will be very important that while you are submitting assignments, that you pay very close attention to the prompts that the system will be providing for you. So when you upload your document and it's requesting for you to go ahead and then maybe verify that some confirmation screens for you to confirm that, okay, this work is originally yours, and you can confirm that things like plagiarism and AI was not abused in your work. Then there will be a final button that says submit. Make sure you click that button and that the interface for where you are submitting shows you that you have submitted fully. Please don't leave it on draft and then conclude that you've submitted. I'm sure more communications on how to do videos will also come after now as regards this. We also have on your LMS, and I want to bring this also to your attention, there are a couple of general courses that you should pay attention to. So for every postgraduate program, they have program-specific general courses. So if you're doing an MBA, you have like your pre-MBA course, MBA orientation course. Please take time to go over them. However, there are also some general courses like, the general orientation course. You can see it on my screen here. This course, general orientation course, it has modules that tells you how to use literally everything from the LMS to, you can see here modules on how to take quizzes, assessing life lessons, getting support and things like that, and how to navigate the LMS. So it will be a very necessary tool for you to always refer back to. And obviously, like the VC has mentioned, we also support friendly. So we have success advisors and everybody to provide support for you as well. So these general courses are permanently on your LMS. So it's not something you finish. Unlike, remember, ideally you are not enrolling into these general courses from your student portal. So it's not even something that is counting into your CGPA, right? The system automatically enrolls you into these general courses as you are getting into the LMS. So they will perpetually be there for you so that you can easily also refer back to them. So I will encourage you to take out time between now and maybe Monday when semester officially begins to go through some of them and refresh your mind. Also, when it's time to submit CAs, that's your continuous assessment and things like that, which can either be quizzes or assignments, that you go through them just to refresh your mind and make sure that your work is properly submitted. And if you have any confusions, you can always reach out to our support team and they'll be willing to guide you through. I think that's basically all. Also, some of these assessments I've walked through the chat box, and there are some questions about whether these assessments are timed. Yes, depending on what faculty prefers. So assessments will have start and end date. So that period, whatever they decide, a 2-week, a 3-week, a 1-month period with which you are supposed to have submitted your assignment. So once that time period has elapsed, you will not be able to submit your assignment. But as Godwin mentioned, it's also a flexible platform. If you have any challenges that make you not to meet up to some of these requirements, do well to reach out to your success advisor or to the appropriate authorities that the school will provide you access to on time, so that you don't feel frustrated or feel like you are unfairly treated. So I think that's basically it all. And we are glad to have you at Miva Open University, and we are looking forward to you having a swell time with us. Thank you very much and welcome to Miva.
Thank you so much, Chidubem, for that very insightful session. I could see all the thumbs up and all the confetti. And this goes to say that what you have shared is well understood. But the good thing here is that as a student at Miva University, you can access all of what you have said and even more details by going through the orientation course. So on the LMS, we currently have the orientation course, which we've prepared for you. This orientation course would allow you to go through all the step by step on what learning at Miva University would look like for you. So over the weekend, please take some time, spend some time learning the orientation course, go through it, make sure that um, not just peruse through it. Try to play around the courses there, do the assessments. It will really help you greatly, and it will help you prepare for classes from Monday. So thank you once again, Chidbem, for that session. We'll be moving to the next session, which is Franklin. And what Franklin is going to be doing today is that he's going to be walking us through one very key part of learning at Miva, and that is assessing support. Hello, Franklin, are you with us?
Hello, Godwin. Good afternoon, and good afternoon, everyone. I cannot congratulate you enough for, joining this particular cohort. As part of our commitment, we would ensure that you access what I would call personalized support, and personalized in the sense that every student will get a dedicated success advisor who will guide you through your academic journey here at Miva. I like to say you want to think about your success advisors as a map guiding you through every step of your academic experience here at Miva. And it is our charge or promise to you that we will, to the best of our ability, provide you a positive experience. So very quickly, you've repeatedly heard about the success advisor. Who are they? We've been able to put together a group of experts in their field, experts in the sense that most of them have completed a postgraduate program and are ready to guide you, and most of them have experience supporting students. The success advisor are primarily responsible for your academic and personal success throughout your journey here at Miva. And what are they going to be helping you with? The success advisor will help you with the onboarding process. First of all, we've taken this upon ourselves to provide you with what we call self-support. And self-support, first of all, is your responsibility. And how can you start supporting yourself? By going through the orientation video. You can see the general course that Chidubem has just walked us through that has been put together so that even before you start to hear from your success advisor, you must have gone through, how to navigate the LMS, that is the learning management system. So onboarding is the first responsibility of the success advisor. It would mean that they would reach out to you and walk you through very important, details of your study. Secondly, they're going to be course enrollment. You would need guide enrolling your courses. We don't expect you to understand everything from the get-go, and that is why this support is being provided to you. Course enrollment may be automatic, but there are going to be instances where you want to either drop or retake a particular course that interests you. That is where your success advisor comes in. Pretty much everything you do here, your first point of contact would be speaking to your success advisor, who will then channel your concern appropriately. The success advisor would also assist you with other responsibilities, such as your tuition payment. They're going to be reminders. You will get prompted every now and then, especially as the semester draws to an end, to complete your fees to avoid interruptions in your learning. We expect that when you plan to go to school, you also plan to save towards it. Technical issues may come up. You may face challenges. This is Africa, and not that we are not offering you a world-class experience, but glitches would often happen. So prepare, and also whenever this happens, we have put together, the channels, the appropriate channels, which will help you mitigate these issues. Exam processes will be made clearer to you as you draw and prepare closer to exams, just so you know everything will be happening online. It's a wonderful experience having to take your exams online, especially if you are coming from a conventional university. We have regular check-ins, so there's going to be a routine check-in to ensure that you are on track. Deferment and re-enrollment, you heard the community manager talked about, deferring, also academic pathways. If you feel overwhelmed at any point in time and you feel like, you want to either defer for either emergencies, celebration, whatever the case may be, and re-enroll your courses, or opt in for an academic pathway, success advisors will be available to help you with that. There's going to be an exclusive and general academic guidance that we are promising you, and that offer will start to come to you through the success advisor team. All right, so let me walk you through, very important. If I were you, I'll take a screenshot of this page. Excuse me. If I were you, I'll take a screenshot. Let me see some reaction if you are seeing this page. Very important. Please take a screenshot. Thank you. Thank you. So I can confirm that everybody sees this page. So how can you contact the team? Before I talk about the support portal, very quickly, I want you to take a look at that email address, success@miva.university. Straightforward. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. And then we've taken the liberty of getting a custom phone number that is easy to remember, 07000 Just call 07000 When you look at that number, you know that it was intentionally, customized to help you reach us very easily. And then when you want to write to us on WhatsApp, you write to +234 8168 397 949. I'll take that one more time, +234 8168 397 949. Our office hours is Monday to Fridays, and you'll be surprised to see that the time is 9 to 5, but your advisors will be available to chat with you up until 9 p.m. So you would receive calls from 9 to 5, but when you chat with us, well, you have someone respond to you up until 9 p.m. So we've put into consideration that a lot of you are, also building your career alongside your education. And so we want to be available to you at all time, especially during reasonable hours. So let us talk about the support portal. The support portal allows you to channel all of your issues to the success advisors team. It's a one-way portal that allows you to do everything. So if you were looking at the initial page that I had just shared with you, what you will notice is that the support portal is support.miva.university. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to type it out again so that your eyes catches it. Support.miva.university. The moment I click support.miva.university, it brings me to the support portal page. So confirm if you can still see my screen, please. Just confirm if you can still see my screen. Okay, thank you. So the support portal page allows you to do multiple. So this is the centralized channel for you to raise your concern and share feedback with the university. Now, I'm tempted to say with the support team, but we've been able to put a centralized channel that helps you to reach various departments within the university. So once you are here, the first thing you want to do is, first of all, log in just to verify that you are a student by clicking Get Help. You can click either login or Get Help, but I'm just going to click login, Get Help. It takes you to the same page that asks you to log in with your Miva email address to proceed. I would advise that you are already logged in on your Chrome browser. So add your Chrome browser as an account or log into your browser, have your email address logged in. As you can see up here, my email address is already logged in, and then click here to proceed. Once you click here to proceed, it will automatically log you in. Before I show you how to raise a ticket, I want to draw your attention to a knowledge base. We've been able to put together a knowledge base of very important articles that you can just quickly refer to so that you can answer some of your questions. So this is part of self-help, right? It answers some of your questions even before you decide to raise a ticket. So right here, I'm looking at exam readiness and code of conduct. I can read through this article to properly understand, but because of time, I'm not going to do that. Then we can look through the booking. Godwin and Chidbem spoke about booking office hours, but I'm not going to dive into this because a colleague of mine, Jamie, will be speaking to you after now, where he will break down the office hours booking. I'm going to walk you through the success advisors booking process. So the booking process have the undergraduate and also the postgraduate programs. Remember, we have very special success advisors for the postgraduate learners because for us, you are all elite learners. We allow you to have a 6 minutes conversation with a success advisor. Quite frankly, I've seen that this conversation go beyond 6 minutes, especially if your issue has not been addressed. But of course, it allows you to get on a call with a success advisor other than the phone numbers that we've made available to you. And we also have a video conferencing. So you can see how I'm sharing my screen to you today. You can see my handsome face, right? And what we allow you do is get on a video call with a success advisor. But before you do that, you book an appointment. Thank you for the reaction for those that think I'm handsome. All right, so when you click on bookings, you see that we have available slots. 11th Monday, 11th May, which is a Monday. You can see all of this. If you are following, you can see that we have booking time open and available for every success advisor. You know what? I think I will be freer on a Wednesday. So at 9:10, I'm going to click here and enter my name, my last name, email address, student ID. Your student ID usually starts from 3011112. All right, my program of study is MIT. You can type that in full, but because of time, I won't do that. Then I want to understand the deferment. I want to understand payment process. So you can see that, right? I'm just giving a bit of detail so that the success advisor will prepare ahead of time for this. And once I click on, I want you to pay attention to this. Once I book the session, I get details for this session. So it's going to happen on 13th. It would happen between 10 a.m. to 9:10 a.m. and 9:20 a.m. I can decide that, this time I'm going to have a meeting for this time. So let me cancel. But before I cancel, right, I want to show you something. Once this booking is completed, this is what happens. I go to my email, right? I don't want to show people my email, but of course, you can see that once I go to my email, immediately I receive itinerary for this session that tells me it has been booked and a success advisor will be available to help me. You can see that the reason for this is I want to understand payment process. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. Please leave a thumbs up if you can see it. All right. Okay. So, but because this is a slot that I don't deserve, this is a slot for you, our student, I'm going to cancel this so that 9:10 will be available for you to come on Monday and book. All right. So I'm going to go back to this. I've just walked you through the booking process, right? If you've been paying attention, I just walked you through how you can book either a call or a video session. And I hope this is straightforward. If you're getting it, leave a thumbs up. Now, let us talk about how to raise a ticket. Before I walk you through how to raise a ticket, I can now show you, tickets that I've raised in the past and the statuses of that ticket. If I don't feel satisfied with this ticket, all I have to do is come back here and say, um, I'm reopening this ticket because issue has not been resolved and I need additional help. It's important that whenever your ticket has been resolved and you're satisfied, that you complete the satisfaction rating. But now, let us talk about how you can raise a ticket. Please, if you've not been paying attention, I want to call on you. Pay attention now because this is a very important part of the session. And after this, I will be done. Okay, so how do you raise a ticket? There are three things you can do. You can either send us a feedback about the kind of service we are providing you, or you report an issue or make a request. All right, a request can be deferments, extension, whatever it may be. But this is the thing, right? I'm going to use report an issue. Moment I click report an issue, a form opens up. All right, a form opens up, allowing me to enter. Excuse me. Allowing you to enter the course registration, and allowing you to enter the subject. Subject could be anything. It could be, unable to pay tuition fee. Let me use something different because it looks like unable to pay, unable to pay my fee. Okay. Remember, the requester has to be your name, student ID. Usually would start with 300 or 3000, 111222. And my program, remember I mentioned MIT, so I'm just going to say masters, and then I'll pick MIT. And I remember I was going to, we have categories. So where are you experiencing this issue? Is it on your LMS, that is the Learners Management System, student portal, examination? Is it your student email address? Are you trying to recover your password, or, then is it document? For us, it's payment today, because if you go back to my subject, it is what? Unable to make payment. All right. Once I choose this, I'm just going to go and say payment profile. Payment profile doesn't allow me. Payment profile doesn't allow me. Okay, if you are still following, let me see a thumbs up. If this is a straightforward process for you, let me see you acknowledge this. All right. So very importantly, right, in the rule of troubleshooting is that, first of all, you have to provide us with a visual evidence. How do we troubleshoot if we are not receiving a visual evidence? Take a screenshot, come to attachments, right? Come to attachment, attach what you are seeing, right? Once you attach what you are seeing, then come here and submit. Once I submit this, this is what happens. Remember that I've been taking you back and forth to my email address. Once you do that, you go back to your email address and confirm that this ticket has been raised. You immediately get a prompt that say, "We've received your request." Is anybody seeing this? We have received your request. Our team.
Hello, Franklin. If you can still hear us, seems like your network is freezing. All right, but I think that he really has walked us through everything, especially with how to raise a ticket, which is very, very important.
What we're going to be doing in the course of your first 1 week at Miva is that we'll be sharing all of these resources with you. How to raise a ticket, step-by-step guide on how to raise a ticket on a laptop and even using your mobile devices. Like I said earlier, we're going to be sharing the recording of this session as well as the slides that have been presented to give you a full picture of what navigating learning at Miva Open University would look like. To take us further, Jimin is going to be walking us through assessing secondary support. And this session is really, really very interesting. And he's going to walk us through all the other support that we have available at Miva Open University. And remember, everything we're walking you through today, it's available. We'll be sharing them via email and even in the university community, just to have these resources handy and always consult it when need be. Over to you, Jimmy. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, Godwin, and good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome to Miva Open University. We are excited to have you all join us. Thank you again for trusting us with your learning. I can assure you, you will not regret this decision. We have sets that have gone through the system, they have graduated, the testimonies are out there, and I am sure you will also have a positive testimony, and your journey begins today. So my name is Jimmy, and I am going to be walking you all through how to access secondary support. And this will cover life lessons, office hours, career advancement center, guidance and counseling, and Miva community centers. Yes, please keep those emojis coming. I really, really appreciate them. I'm a very, very shy person, so that really gives me encouragement, right? Thank you. So, before I begin, I will start by sharing your calendars with you. It is something like this. I am sure you all already have access to this, right? But I'm still going to drop one in the chat just for the fact that you have stayed on this call for over 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I see people asking, when is this life lesson going to happen? When is that going to happen? I'm going to be dropping it in the chat right now. A comprehensive calendar that highlights everything you are going to be doing, from your life lessons to self-study, assessment deadlines, when your examinations will be happening, all that. EIR sessions, I am dropping the link right now. If you're for MPH, you can just copy your link and save. So very quickly, I would like to explain this calendar because it's going to be your single source of truth for everything academics, right? As you can see, your postgraduate orientation, look at it plotted here. This is what we are currently having. And your life lessons are going to start next week from 15th, 5 to 6:30 p.m. And on this calendar, there is also a video call link to join the session once it is time. On this calendar, you will also see post-orientation session, Q&A session. This will be happening on the 22nd. Your EIR sessions, everything is plotted here. Your assessment deadline by 27th of June, we expect that you all should submit your business environment CA. So everything is plotted on this calendar. When you'll be writing your exams, the time, nature of assessment, everything is right here. So go ahead, pick the link in the chat and run through it. Now, we also have key dates highlighted here for you and a tab for change log, because this calendar is a live document. Anytime there is an update in your academic activities, we are going to come here and make that update. Once we do that, we do log it here under the change log tab. So please ensure that anytime you visit this calendar, check the change log tab just to have an overview if there was any update from the previous time you visited the calendar. Okay, so back to it. What are now secondary support? Secondary support at Miva Open University are additional educational services designed to make sure you succeed in your studies. You have been hearing everyone said we are giving you world-class education, and that is not just mere talk. We are very, very serious about that. Our goal is not to be second. We want to be the very best in the world, and we are taking deliberate steps to do this. Trust me, we are going to give you much in value than we will receive from you in cash. You will have life lessons as a secondary support. You will have office hours. You will have guidance and counseling and Miva community centers. So for your life lessons, these life lessons are scheduled. As you can see from the calendar I just shared with you, they are not just happening randomly. We have shared this calendar ahead of time so you can plan your schedule and attend them. Please make sure you are attending these sessions. Attend and engage, okay? Here at Miva, we are very, very serious about data. If we are speaking about our best students, it's not about having a CGPA of 5.0. No, 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 no. This is ed tech. We define our best student based on engagement, how disciplined you are. Open University will give you freedom, but discipline is what converts that freedom to success. And we take note of people who are disciplined. Do you stick to deadlines? When we said submit assessment on the 30th of June, are you the type that stuck to that, or you waited to do that after? So at the end of the day, you may have 5-point CGPA with another student, but we'll look at those little details and we'll be able to say, this is our best student. So please engage, note all these little details and make sure you are engaging. These sessions are personalized. And very quickly, I'm not going to be repeating what all my colleagues have said. I'll just be picking some points that were missed. So at the end of every study session, we have a form asking you, hello, David, hello, Franklin, is there anything that you did not understand? Look at the form right here. Now, if there is anything you did not understand while going through that week or study session, you are expected to go ahead, fill up that form. The database is being shared with your lecturers, and before they come to class, they take a look at it and be sure that your concerns will be addressed in class. So our live sessions are personalized and they involve real-time interaction like we are having it on this call. Now, to join these live sessions, one of the ways you can access it is through the LMS like Chidubem mentioned. You can see a link here to join, a live lesson tab here. You can click that and that will allow you to join. It's very, very simple. I know if you have been on this call, we have been playing with a lot of applications and this may feel overwhelming, but trust me, it's not as difficult as that. If you were able to click a link, join this call and give me an emoji, it means you can do all these things that we are talking about. So be relaxed, all right? Amazing. So another way, again, you can join is through your community platforms. Once it's 10 minutes to your live lesson, we're going to be sharing a link on your various groups, and from there, you'll be able to join. You will also be receiving WhatsApp notifications to help you join these sessions. And once again, we have the link to all these live sessions on your calendar. Look, this is a live lesson. Look at the link right here. Right from your calendar as well, you can join the class. So I don't want to hear, I am looking for where to join my class. Right from your calendar, you have all those links pasted right there. All right, so a few things to note about live lessons. Please do not join a live lesson with your personal email. Please always use your Miva Open University email to join a session. We will not even allow you do that, because we use your email as a unique identifier. You hear me say something like, we are tracking your participation. It's no cap. I am very, very serious. Do not bully or use abusive language during a live lesson. Please make sure you respect one another. Keep your communications empathetic. Please, this is very, very important. And ensure your mic is only on when asking or answering questions. All right, let's move on to office hours. So office hours are similar to live lessons, but these are a kind of personalized one-on-one session, or maybe as a learner, you have a study group and you guys want to see your lecturer, right? Please feel free to make use of office hours, all right? Which university does this? Now, these sessions also are not happening haphazardly. Your lecturers are going to open their calendars. They will schedule. So you will go to their calendars and check for available appointment. Pick anyone and you'll be able to see your lecturer, and he or she will address your concerns. And to access the office hours platform, you can go to our support portal where you have bookings. If you click on bookings, Franklin spoke about success advisor bookings. You will also see another link that says office hours booking. If you click on this will allow you log into your dashboard, your office hours dashboard. And this is how it is going to look like, right? So from here, you will be able to book any session for any course. So I can go to the second menu that says browse slots. And from here, I will go ahead. Maybe I want to book this session. Or if you can search for a course or a lecturer here, and his or her schedule will come up and you will be able to book. It's very, very simple. So once you click on book, this comes up and we expect you to at least inform the lecturer, why do you want to see them? So I have issues with differential equation. You can go ahead and type that here. I'm sure you know what I mean. And click on confirm booking, and that is it. You have booked a session. Interestingly, this is automatically going to be plotted on your Google Calendar, and you will also receive an email of this session, and you will get a reminder 10 minutes to the session once it is time. All these features have been designed for you to make you the best of the best. Please, everyone, I am appealing, make use of them and you will not regret it. So here are a few things I will need you all to take note of. Always come to office hours with specific questions, topics, or concern you had like to discuss with your lecturer. For example, don't just come to an office hour session and tell your lecturer, teach me everything. What is it? I just teach me everything. No, it doesn't work like that. You might have had certain issues. Write them down, right? Be precise. Your lecturer cannot just teach you everything. He has just 30 minutes with you. All right? Cool. Now, check the schedule for the lecturer's office hours and available time slots before scheduling. Office hours are for academic discussions. Avoid discussing confidential or personal matters, okay? So it's academic. When we are talking about office hours, it is strictly academic. Keep your personal issues aside. We have made provision for that, all right? This is a holistic system. If additional questions arise after office hours, feel free to follow up via your success advisor or schedule another appointment. All right. So please take note of these things. Now, we said you should not discuss personal or confidential matters with your lecturer. Why is that? Because we have a guidance and counseling unit. Okay. Don't overwhelm our lecturers. The student base is large. We have guidance and counselors available to address your personal concerns. Okay. So if you are having issues with academic planning, career exploration, personal development, managing relationship, coping with stress, mental health challenges, please, you can just book a guidance and counseling session. And how can you do this booking? Each and every one of you have been added to a guidance and counseling course. Okay. If you click on that course on your LMS, once it opens, you'll be able to open up the schedule and book from there. If you have not been added to the course, please just raise a ticket on support deck or reach out to your success advisor and they will add you to the guidance and counseling course. Please, if you're following, thank you so much, Ike, for that thumbs up. I love them. I really appreciate those thumbs up. Amazing. So please take note of these things. Now, let's look at Miva Career Advancement Center. And before I say anything relating to our Career Advancement Center, this team, they are doing an amazing job. And this month, May 20th to 22nd, we are going to be having a virtual career fair. and the theme is the future of work in the age of AI and global talent. Now, guys, this is where you're going to be connecting with recruiters, employers, mentors, and industry professionals. Please, isn't this amazing? This is one of the things this team do. Okay, imagine being in a university and they are looking for a job for you. I have never heard this kind of thing before, only at Miva. And it's really amazing, I must say. So the Career Advancement Center is committed to empowering you to achieve your professional and entrepreneurial goals. We provide guidance, resources, and opportunities that prepare you for success in the job market. And how do they do this? Personalized career guidance and counseling is what you'll be getting. CV and cover letter review services, interview coaching and preparation, internship and job placement support, career workshop, webinars, and networking events. You all are going to be having all these activities. So now you see the reason why I said we are going to give you more in value than we have received from you in cash. I meant every word I said. So next, I'm going to be speaking about our community centers. Now, this is an open university, but still we have provided community centers for you, a perfect space to allow you connect, collaborate, and study. And this is open to all of you as far as you are a Miva student. And these centers offer a conducive atmosphere where you can focus on your studies, access good internet, and build lasting relationship with fellow learners. Now, here are the few key features. You can clearly see them here, and they are open from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Question: how can we access these community centers? You don't just walk to a community center, right? We have a booking platform. So if you visit our site, miva.university, and you click on, you hover over about Miva, you will see, on the top here, you're going to see community center booking. Go ahead and click on this. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to do this to the end. Click on book your spot and just follow the prompting. You will pick your location, your time, the day you want to do that, and voila, that is it. You book before you go there. You can see the interface have booked, have opened up. So if I'm in Lagos, I'll pick this Cafe 1 and continue. And that is it. It's very, very simple. You pick a time and that is it. So it's weekend. That is why everything here is grayed out. All right? Amazing. So where are these community centers? Where are they located? We have community centers all over the country, from Abuja, Owerri, Port Harcourt, Kaduna, Abeokuta, Ibadan, Uyo, Lantan, Lagos Mainland, Lagos Island, Enugu, Calabar, and more centers are still coming up. I'm expecting somebody to drop a comment and say something like, "This is packed." Can I get that in the comment section? This is fully packed. This is packed. I just need some. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you, Miva, for the community centers. This is packed. Amazing. This is fully packed. Yes, it is. And trust me, all throughout your study, we are going to be holding your hands. This is not the last time you will see my face or that of my colleagues. As the semester is going, we are still going to be having sessions with you all, with various cohorts, various programs, NBA, MIT, to ensure that all of you have settled in and you understand all our processes. So please, if anything is not quite clear now, do not be afraid. This is Ed Tech. Don't have anxiety for anything. Everything is possible because there is technology. So I will see you all another time. This will be all from me. Over to you, Godwin.
Thank you so much, Jimin. I think this applause should keep coming for Jimin and for Miva Open University. Like we said, we are one of one. Miva Open University is that university where it feels like you are beating the system or cheating the system because you get everything at just one tuition fee. So thank you, Jimin, for walking us through all of that. It is very important to note that before you visit the community center, you need to have a booking. This booking allows us to track attendance and also ensure that these centers are not maxed out, and then when you go, you are not given entrance. Also, while you are at the center, it's very important that you stick to the job that brought you there, especially prioritize your job. Please do not go there to watch Netflix and download movies, as there are other like internet usage restrictions at this center. So when you get there, make sure you do your work first, and then later you can do LinkedIn, do Netflix, and the rest of it. Because it's very possible that you could go there and start with Netflix, and then you've maxed out your data for the day, and you are now stranded. So please always go there, start with the most important things, and do the others later. And also, when you go there, please be open to connect. Cafe One centers across the country is a hub for most of the key tech people, business leaders, and also public policy experts across the country. So when you go there, do not restrict yourself to just Miva students. Meet with people, know the project that they are doing, and in some cases, you could even meet your next co-founder or even your next financier for your business from those places. So always take advantage of every opportunity to connect and do that diligently. Thank you again, Jimin, for that wonderful presentation. So the Career Advancement Center, I want to speak about that. We are having the first virtual career fair, and we'll be having over 50 companies that will be coming to interact with our students, hire our students, internship opportunity, full job placements, as well as connecting with professionals. I think that this is one of a kind, and it is going to be happening across 3 days online. We are using one of the most sagacious and sophisticated platform for this. It's not Google Meet. You have different rooms where you can go to. You have like different breaking rooms, and trust me, it's going to be an experience you don't want to miss. We have a platform that's ready to take over 25,000 of our students, including you, and also our organizations that we are partnering with. So please put it on your calendar and look out for information regarding the career fair. I'm going to just quickly welcome Deborah, who's our program coordinator for the Miva MPA. She's going to walk us through the 4 programs that we have and just some key information that we need to know about these programs. Please note that we are trying as much as possible to finish this session once it is 1 p.m. so that you can return to your other businesses and start studying and getting familiar with all that we are going to share after the session in readiness for class on Monday. Over to you, Deborah. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Godwin. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jimin, as well. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been on the call. It's very commendable that you've stayed this long. We spent over an hour on the call. Please celebrate yourselves. Yes, it also shows your commitment to the program, commitment to the MBA, the MPA, the MIT, or the MPH program, whichever of the master's program you are enrolled in. And we're looking forward to having such a great time with you over the course of this to next 12 months to 15 months, as the case may apply, depending on your program. It's going to be an amazing time together. All right, thank you so much. So I'm going to be walking us through the responses that we have received from you, right, over the course of the past months as you have enrolled in this program. We have collected data from you. We have received and heard from you what you'd like to experience, where you're coming from, because this is very important. Just like Jimin said, this is entirely curated, intentionally curated for you. We've been very intentional with the courses, the choices of our courses, the flow on the LMS. We've received feedback as well over the course of the past 2 years, building what we have been building. All right, so for the MBA May 2026 cohort, we have 919 students enrolled in this program, and I want you to celebrate yourselves. You're on this call, right? 919 of you, right? Over the past year and some months, we had 459 pioneers. Just for context, right? At the time when the MBA started in September 2024, which they are now graduating this year, by the way, right? We had 459 pioneer students, and look how much we've grown, right? Now for the May 2026 MBA cohort, we have 919 of you who are enrolled, and this number is also going to keep growing until our enrollment cycle ends by the end of this month. So I'm just going to show you what the industry is like based on your responses, based on your feedback. 20% of you are from the finance industry. We have 15% from technology, a little over 4% from education. As expected, business and finance has a very high proportion of the industries that you come from for the MBA, right? We have about 26% from business and 17% from other sectors and industries such as healthcare, the private sector, other private sectors as well, and just businesses. All right. For the years of experience, we're seeing something very interesting as well. We have people with 11 to 15 years of experience. About 21% of you have experience, 15%, 15 years of experience, 11 to 15 years of experience. 7 to 10 years, about 18% of you have that experience. So it's incredible to welcome you. It's incredible to have you in the MBA program. Previous people have taken this program, other people have taken this program and they've succeeded. And we hope that you're going to, and we trust and we know that you're also going to succeed in this journey. We've had the September 2024, January 2025. As you can see, the numbers showing on the screen: 637 in January, 679 in May 2025, 820 of you in September 2025, 1,945 in January 2026, and now we're starting the May 2026 cohort with 919 students. And yes, surely, just like Olusojo is saying, you're all going to succeed. For the MBA specializations, we have 4 specializations, which you will specialize in your 4th semester. So Godwin had mentioned that there are specialization for each of the programs in the master's division. So we have entrepreneurship and innovation, which is about innovation, entrepreneurship. You're looking to start a business. We're also going to send information about this. Your handbook, even the website has some information on detail on what the specializations are about. And as we go on in the course of your program and before the start of your 4th semester, you're going to get more information on the specialization types so that guides your choices. We have management, we have finance, we have marketing and strategy. This you specialize in your 4th semester. So I'm going to move on now from the MBA to the MPA. The MPA is the Master of Public Administration. I want to see like MPA students active on this call. I've been seeing only MBA, MIT. I'm sure there are MPA students on this call as well. Fantastic. Let the energy soar. All right. Okay, so for the MPA, we have 222 of you, 222 Miva stars enrolled in the May 2026 cohort. We had 242 pioneer students as at the time we launched the MPA program in January 2025. January 2025 sets are now, and students in the May 2025 set are graduating this June, right? It's been a journey and we're excited to start this journey with you as well. For the MPA cohort, we have about over 30% of you in the civil or public service enrolled in this program. We have about 9% in education. So we have, other percentage represented across energy, finance, a very diverse, industries that we're seeing in the MPA here, and we're super excited to have you. We can see that we have students from all over Nigeria, from Sudan, from Singapore, from United Kingdom. For the MBA, this is the same as well. Netherlands, the UK, the US, from several countries and continents, we have you, and we're super excited to have you here. So for the specializations in the MPA, we have public administration, right? Public policy, human resource management, security and strategy, store this. So for public administration, public policy, so public policy analyst, people who work in public administration or just administrative roles as a whole in the public sector, these are great specializations for you. And we have people who work more with people, you know, that in your future, in your career, what you're looking forward to work as, the people you're looking to work with, personnel, managing personnel, working with people. The human resource management specialization is a great option for you. And for security and strategic studies, you have people working with security agencies across the country or across like the world, and that is a fit for you. So for MPA specializations, you take these specializations in your third semester. So for MBA, you have 4 semesters. For MPA, you have 3 semesters as a whole. And now I'm going to be moving to the MIT. Come on, celebrate yourselves here in the MIT students. Great to have you here again and again and again. And we launched our MIT program in September 2025, last year, mid last year actually, but resumption September 2025. Same with, you know, a ton of other people who are in this program right now. So we had 824 pioneer students in September 2025. We had 590 students enrolled this January of 2026, and now we're starting with 418 enrolled students. I want people on this call and MIT to celebrate. Okay, so not so far-fetched. We have about 52% of you from the technology, the IT industry, very expected, and we love that. We also have people from business. Of course, we have IT personnel working in finance, in engineering, in business, in energy, in healthcare. And this is such a great program and degree to have. All right, so we have people from Sierra Leone, Kuwait, Dublin, Geneva, England. It's a very diverse set of people that we have in the MIT, and we look forward to you having such a great experience. The MIT specializations are for MIT and MPA are programs that have 3 semesters, meaning you can start and finish within 1 year, 12 months, and you'll be done, all things being equal, right? So we have the artificial intelligence. Anybody knows that artificial intelligence is the wave of the day. It's important for every activity and work that we do now. So artificial intelligence is a specialization in the MIT, and we are very, very aware of the times at Miva, right? You notice that every interaction that you're going to make in the school, with our LMS, with everything that we're building, you're actually going to be interacting with artificial intelligence at some point. You're also going to become more digitally savvy. We expect that if you engage actively, this should be the story of your life. All right. We also have software engineering as an MIT specialization. We have cyber security, and we have management information systems. Depending on the career path and choices that you're making and how you intend to, you know, what you're looking to grow in, these are the specializations that we have selected. I've mentioned that we are all, there's also a guide that we're going to share towards your final semester when you're going to specialize, you know, so that you can make a very informed decision. And now moving to the Master of Public Health. Please celebrate yourselves. All right. Where are my public health people? Fantastic. Our health professionals in the house. Fantastic. And we're starting with 367 of you. No, you cannot do more than one specialization. You can only have one specialize in one of our specialization. However, in the course of your specializations, you can attend some of the executive in residence EIR sessions from other specializations. So you have a rich, full experience, but you can only choose one specialization. All right, so we have people who are dietitians, people in medicine, medical laboratory services, nursing, pharmacy, therapy, mental health, dietitian, nutritionists, dental health specialists as well. It's a very, very diverse, incredible set of professional. Okay, Mesoma, if you didn't fill the form or a survey, we might not have seen you represented here. However, this is just one of four pages of specializations, of fields showing for the MPH, right? So that image, there's so many other fields as well that are not showing on this page. Just so you know, you can see the representation of the charts. It's a very, very diverse set of fields that we're having here, a lot of them. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. You're a radiographer, just like Mesoma has mentioned, dietitian. We're happy to have you here. We launched with 663 Paradia students in September last year, 613 students in January 2026, and now in May 2026, we're starting out with 367. Like I've mentioned, these numbers are still growing because enrollment is on till the end of this month. So if you know someone that would really benefit from this, you can still share the program, share the Miva website with them, tell them about the program and tell them about the incredible work that we're doing here. All right, we have people, about 10% of this set of people, or the MPH enrolled students, have more than 15 years of experience. We have people with 7 to 10 years of experience, people with 11 to 15 years of experience. And we're welcoming you from all over the world, people from Saudi Arabia, China, the UAE, Canada, Germany, the USA, the United Kingdoms, and several parts of Nigeria, Abia, Cross River, Edo. You know, I was taking a look at the survey yesterday. We have incredible different locations, different places, and we hope and we trust that you're going to interact with one another, not just learn and become digitally savvy, but also quality relationships. You're going to meet people here, so please be aware and engage. For MPH specializations, we have epidemiology, we have health education and health promotion, we have environmental health, we also have health policy and management. So these are the four specializations for the MPH, right? And this specialization will be taken in the fourth semester. So for MPH and MBA, there are four specializations, and that'll be all. It's so great to hear from you. It's so great that we've gotten this feedback from you. We wish you an incredible time. We cannot wait to have you enjoy and participate in all that we have prepared for you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Godwin.
Thank you so much, Deborah, and thank you everyone for being on the call. It's exactly 2 hours into the call, and we are going to be wrapping up in a couple of minutes from now. Thank you again so much for joining and for being very participatory audience. I think I really like this cohort. You guys are really, really active. And this is my charge to everyone here. As a student of Miva Open University, in a community of over 25,000 people, I think it is going to be very wrong for us to see you on Twitter or Instagram saying that I'm in Abia State, I'm looking for a house to sleep. Please, is there anybody in Abia State on Twitter that can help me? Let me sleep for one day. Practically in this community, you should be able to even get free accommodation or even free direction in Germany, in the US, in the UK. Talk more of Nigeria, where we have students in thousands in different cities. So what do I mean by saying this? You need to take advantage of this community. This is a huge community in over 73 countries, and we are currently in 763 cities. You need to take I think that the goal for everyone here is to have maybe friends or colleagues in maybe 10 countries outside Nigeria, and at least 3 people in all the states in Nigeria. And that is what we want our community to look like. Thank you again, everyone, for joining. We are going to move to the last part of this session. And I'm just going to quickly call on Aisha, who is going to just walk us through first the feedback session, and then I'll call on Christiana to take the assessment plan. But I think before Aisha, I'll call on Christiana. Christiana, if you're on the call, to just quickly take the assessment plan. We'll talk about exam guidelines, and Aisha will close us out if that is okay. And I'm hoping that we'll do this in the next 15 to 20 minutes so everyone can go back to the rest of the day. Hello, Christiana. Good afternoon. You have the floor now.
Hello, Godwin. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Trust that it has been an enlightening session for us so far. And I hope that we've been learning valuable things that will help us navigate seamlessly through the semester. So I'm just going to be walking us through our assessment plan. Now, the first thing you should know is that here at Miva, we have two forms of assessments. We have the formative assessment, and then we have the summative assessment. Now, the formative assessments are the ones that you do to practice, to strengthen your learning, and just to get feedback as you learn. So you would find them on your learning management system in the form of pop quizzes and practice assessments. However, we then have the summative assessments. These ones are more judgmental in the sense that they are the ones that form your grades for that course. So I would like to encourage you to please maximize the formative assessment because it will help to strengthen your chances of getting higher grades in the summative assessment. So for your summative assessment, that's like the graded ones, the ones that your score would tie to, that would form your grade for the course. You have your CAs and your examination. Now for your CAs are weighted at 40 marks. Now they come either in the form of multiple choice questions, group projects, and or personal submissions. So when you would get the questions well ahead of the submission deadline. So you may have to take multiple choice questions where you just select the correct answer from amongst 4 options. Sometimes you may need to collaborate with other team members to submit, and sometimes you may be called, you may be given an assignment to either write an essay or a case study analysis. Now, for the examinations in week 12, you will do the exams, which are weighted at 60 marks. Now, just like the CAs, your exams can take on any form from multiple choice questions to case study analysis to PowerPoint presentation. Sometimes we even ask you to record a video of yourself speaking to your PowerPoint presentations and essay type as well. So when you put that together, 40 marks from the CA and 60 marks from the exams, that gives you a total of 100 marks. Now, to tell you this is not a university where the lecturer says, oh, A is for God, B is for me, C is for my wife, D is for my side chick, E is for the rest of us. No, whatever effort you put in is what you will get out of it. So our grade levels, we have A from 70 to 100, B 60 to 69, C 50 to 59, and F is 0 to 49. But I can tell you that as long as you follow the advice I've given you, and as you learn, go with the formative assessment and prepare yourself very well for the graded assessment. Wishing you all the best. Can't wait to see the overflowing A's. Congratulations once again. Enjoy the rest.
Thank you so much, Christiana. I hope that is clear. Can we give thumbs up to Christiana for that presentation? Thank you. And like she said, A is not for Jesus at Miva. Our lecturers do not have any need for your A's. If you score an A, you will get an A. B is not for the side chick. It is for serious students. So go there and just do your best. Now, the big question, examination. There's this phrase that I find very interesting, and I'm going to say it in pidgin English. They say school sweet, na exam spoil them. If you agree with me, can you give thumbs up? Like, why can't these people just trust me that I understood what I learned? She is me that pays school fees. Just leave me. I agree. I've paid school fee and I understand. Give me my results. But no, they want you to take exams. And that's the good thing about Miva Open University. Examination here is not just to test your knowledge, it's also to prepare you. So there are some exams that is a walk in the park. You just want to do it for the sake of doing it. But there are exams that actually test you and prepare you for the world out there. And that is the one we do here at Miva Open University. So what are the examination expectations, everyone? We believe that the first for you to undertake examination is that you must have completed your CAs. Remember, we said 40 marks for CA and 60 for exam. You should have completed your CA and know where you stand in the CA even before sitting for your exam. You are expected to participate in examination training. What we are doing here is crash course. We are just going to walk you through all of the expectation, but we are going to have an exam training where we are going to walk you through the exam portal, what is expected of you, what time to log in, what other materials you could use. Maybe the course is a calculative course if you are going to use a calculator, or if you don't have to, if it's going to be an examination where the submission might be um, maybe a PowerPoint presentation. What is it in form, portrait? Is it in landscape? All of that information would be shared during the examination guideline and examination training session. So this is just for us to let you know how exams are conducted here. Students that can scaffold their learning, and what this means basically is that to prepare for exams, you need to fulfill all the first requirement. The first requirement is CA, but the second requirement is that you need to even be ready for the exam. Readiness for exam means that you would have gone through the course materials, the lecture note, join live lessons, watch the recorded videos, take the quiz, the formative assessment, so that you know you are purely ready. And that is how you get an A. You also can attend office hours. So for office hours, I know Jimin talked about it earlier. There are people that have like group reading mates, so you can have like your group study groups. You can meet the course lecturer, schedule a session with him before exams, just to walk you through all of that. And I heard a lot of people asking about past questions for examination and Miva. Remember, it's an online university. It's not printed that we are going to share and say, okay, this is September 2025 exam. No, but what we have is that we have a question bank of thousands and even millions of questions that is being shuffled to get for those examinations that are multi-choice questions. So, but good thing, and which I can assure you, is that no lecturer at Miva is going to set exam from what they have not taught you. So there is a serious QA team here that goes through the exam questions before they are being moderated into the LMS to ensure that nobody is expecting you to manufacture what have not been taught. But you know, this is a postgraduate program, which means you also have to study extensively to be able to write exams. We don't expect you to do garbage in, garbage out. Sometimes you need to put in critical thinking to make sure you get the best responses or even answers to your questions. So you are expected to keep your submission deadline, take them very seriously. There would not be extension for most of this deadline. So we are making from your calendar, you will see when you are going to do all your exams. You are going to see everything clearly stated. And this exam will be available, some exam 3 weeks into the end of the semester, or even into the deadline, giving you ample time to prepare. So there would not be any excuse for, hey, I'm not able to write the exam, I'm going to submit my assessment after exam. That would not be entertained. And for somebody asking if we should give them details to the question bank, hey, you should kuku just come and collect the certificate at the end of the day, because if we give you all the question bank question, you have finished the school already, don't you think? Yeah, so that's on the lighter note. So yes, you can always access questions, and you can even talk to the people before you, just to give you a hint on what they experienced before your exam. So it's good to do that. Like Christiana say, what are the exam modes? We have case study as analysis, we have essay submission or paper submission, we have proctored exam, and this is the important one. So proctored exam happen using our exam portal, and what that means is that you can study and write your exam from any part of the world. So if you are in Jamaica, for instance, or if you are traveling from Geneva to maybe the UK during exam period, you can write your exam there. Now you're going to write the exam using the exam portal, and it's going to be proctored. What that means is that there is a monitor that is basically supervising your exam, and it is online. And that means you have to enable your cameras, your sound, and this proctoring tool can detect any foul play. If you are covering your mouth to talk to maybe your brother who's helping you to look at your course material, you are going to be caught. If you have another laptop on your side you think you want to use to, is going to be looking at your iris and seeing that you are looking into another laptop, you are going to be caught. If you want to put your phone on your lap and be looking down at the phone and trying to cheat, you are going to be caught. I can tell you there is no shortcut at Miva. Do the work, get your examination, get ready for examination and pass without any stories. So don't even try to beat the system. The penalty for examination here is expulsion. Examination malpractice is expulsion, and we do not take that lightly at all. And that's for proctored exam. Now, what are the examination accommodation? Remember, I said that Miva is a flexible university, but we are also a strict university, which means that if there is a timeline, you have to follow that timeline. You will not be deferring your exam a night before the exam, unless it is an emergency that you have proof for. For instance, if you go into labor a night before exam, that is an emergency that we can consider. But to say that before exam, your girlfriend broke your heart and you cannot sit for exam, we may not be able to take that exemption at that time, unless the guardian counselor certify that maybe heart is so broken and you cannot concentrate, then we can think about that. But yes, you need to always reach out to your success advisor to make sure you get all the key exam accommodation. If you are not going to write the exam, let them know before time. Remember, the exam is online. You can go to the community centers to write it. However, you may not have control over the activities happening in that place. And again, other students will be there. So you can't say that you are making noise, close your mouth, or why are you walking around, which the proctoring tool will flag. So I'll advise that writing examination should be in a very calm place, probably in your house or in your office with very strong internet connectivity, and then you write your exam in peace with minimal or no distraction. Extended deadline can be provided in case where it is applicable, and this is for CA, but please do not wait for extended deadlines. Sometimes they would not be provided at all. So make sure you are ready every time for your exams. On the day of the examination, we are going to have an examination team who will be online for anybody who's having any challenges that period. They will be happy to support you. So we have on-demand and on-the-go exam support while you are writing exams, just to make sure that the process is seamless for you. Now we move to the last part of the session. And please, like I said, we are going to have an exam training session. So in that session, you can ask all the 1001 questions about exam. We are going to take those questions then. I'm going to welcome Aisha Bagudu, who is a program coordinator for the MBA at Miva Open University, to just walk us through some of the survey insights we are able to gather from the survey you took while registering or enrolling to join us at Miva. Hello, Aisha. If you can hear me, you have the floor.
Hi, Godwin, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once more to your orientation. I'm Aisha Buba Bagudu, your PG coordinator here at Miva. This segment of the orientation will cover your responses from the survey regarding your expectations, goals, as well as your concerns. I'll walk you through the key insights, what stood out to us, and most importantly, how we're intentionally designing the program to respond to your needs. So one of the strongest themes from your responses was around skills. Many of you are not just here for the qualification, you're here to build real applicable capabilities. We saw a strong interest in leadership, analytical thinking, problem solving, decision making, communication, and presentation skills also came up. This tells us that you're thinking about impact and not just the knowledge you hope to gain in the MBA. What stood out was your desire for innovation, collaboration, and this is important because it reinforces that you're not just looking to learn individually, you're looking to grow in a dynamic and interactive environment. And that's something we've been intentional about in how this program has been structured. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. Beyond skills, we wanted to understand what excites you about this journey. A lot of you mentioned networking, building strong professional and peer relationships, and that's a big one, especially in an online environment, and we've taken that seriously. There's also a clear desire for practical learning, being able to apply what you learn directly to real-world challenges. And most importantly, most of you spoke about personal growth, not just career progression, but becoming more confident and more capable, more well-rounded as well. That tells us that the programs is not just about career advancement, but about transformation. Next slide, please. Now, just as important as what excites you is what concerns you, and we've paid very close attention to this. The biggest themes here are not surprising: balancing work life and study. This is understandable because we know that many of you are full-time workers, managing your time efficiently, navigating online learning environment, etc. We also saw concerns around financial commitments and meeting academic expectations. And one that stood out strongly was networking. How do you build meaningful connections in a fully online program? These are very valid concerns, and rather than ignore them, we've designed the program with these realities in mind. Next slide, please. So now the real question is, what are we going to do about it? Starting with skills, we've built a curriculum that balances theory with practical application, case studies, simulations. Simulations, by the way, are one of our students' favorite parts, intense, but favorite parts of the program, real world projects. This ensures that you're not just learning, but you're actually doing. For work-life balance, flexibility is key. You'll have access to recorded lectures, self-paced resources, and importantly, support from your success advisors to help you manage everything alongside personal and professional commitments. Like Godwin mentioned earlier, you're able to defer the semester or individual courses to suit your lifestyle and schedule. On time management, we're not leaving you to figure it out alone. You'll get guidance, tools, and ongoing support to help you stay on track. We'll send reminders before live lessons, and you'll get regular emails. So be sure not to skip any emails from Miva. There's usually something important in there. In terms of support, this is something we take seriously: continuous academic and technical support, personalized guidance, resources within the LMS to help you navigate the system confidently. Support comes in the form of your success advisors, and I and other PG coordinators for the other programs are here to support you in any way that we can. Always feel to reach out to us via email at any point. For MBA students, my email is aisha@miva.university. Finally, on networking, which you know is a big one, we're creating both virtual and physical opportunities for you to connect alongside structured group work and collaborative activities to ensure you're engaging meaningfully with your peers. Virtually, we have master classes and other webinars and sessions that bring you together with industry experts to learn practically. Physically, we encourage you to create study groups within the same vicinity or outside of study. It helps you extend your network as well. As a university, we have a postgraduate mixers event once a year where we invite all PG students to come together physically and meet and mix, as the name suggests. This usually happens in September, and last year it was in Lagos. Our students have found this very useful in meeting the faces behind the voices in the groups. I hope you do too. Overall, this is not just a program you go through, it is one we're actively supporting you through. That's all from me. Back to you, Godwin.
Thank you so much, Aisha, and that is our time today. I know I could see comment about Aisha being fast, but we had to just quickly try to wrap up in time. But I'm just going to quickly just summarize some of the key things she talked about, which are like the most pressing concerns that we are addressing, which is support and also work-life balance and ability to network. For support, I think everything we've been talking about on this call today has been about support, from success advisor to program coordinators to office hours, and it's just all have been about support. So you know that we've got you when it comes to support. And also the student community, where you have students in your cohorts, and also the general community on Facebook, where we have thousands of students, faculty members, and even friends of the university. So there are some key links that we've dropped in the chat box. So I think the smart thing to do is to just copy that link, copy the whole notes, and then take it to maybe WhatsApp and just keep clicking all these links from there. On that link, we have the link to joining the community. We have the link to booking a session. We have the link to joining different activities at the university. It's just like a full catalog of all the to-dos between now and Monday when you resume. And we're also going to send all of this link as a one-time email to everyone so you could also take action. It is important that you join the Facebook community, and this is why. So currently, because of size and our number, we have community program-based and also cohort-based. Now, the next partner for your next business could be an undergraduate student who is a millionaire somewhere in Canada. But because you are an MBA student and you are in May cohort, you may never get the opportunity to network with this person. But when you join the Facebook community, you basically have like the whole Miva map in your hands, where you have students across different fields. You can even chat the chancellor there, Sim Shagaya. You can meet the vice chancellor and other faculty members that you would necessarily not meet in your student community for your cohort. So I'll ask everyone to just go through the chat, join the Facebook community today, and start connecting with learners in the over 73 countries where we have students. Now, like I said, this session is recorded. In a couple of hours from now, we are going to upload this into a drive and share with you. It will take hours because we need to make sure that this is not too voluminous for you. We are going to trim the size of the file so that it is easy for you to just quickly peruse through on YouTube. So we are going to share this. We are also going to share the slides, and all of these links, we'll put them in a drive and share with you so that you just take some time this afternoon, tomorrow, before Monday, to walk through all that we've shared already. And like I said, we have the orientation course on the LMS. Please take some time to get familiar with it before school resumes. Good thing is that you are here already. The people that should be struggling are those that are going to be enrolling to the end of the month, not people like you that have started early. So take advantage of starting early and get on track. I have two big announcements to make before we go. First announcement is that, talking about networking, we have the biggest university event happening on the 20th of June 2026, which is the Miva convocation ceremony. If you've seen this in passing on social media, can you give me thumbs up in the chat? Yes, so the Miva convocation ceremony is one of the biggest university events for this year. And this event will be happening in 4 different locations at the same time. The main event would be happening at the Professor Wole Soyinka Center for Creative and Cultural Arts, which is formerly National Theatre, Igomu, Lagos. The event will be happening on the 20th of June, and students are expected to be at the venue from 10 a.m. on that day. Further announcements is going to be made regarding this. And the keynote speaker for this event is the 16th Emir of Kano and the former Central Bank of Nigerian Governor, Khalifa Sanusi Lamido Sanusi SLS, who is one of the most outstanding leaders in Africa, with one of the strongest voice towards education and even cultural cohabitation in Africa. He's going to be our keynote speakers, and we're expecting government functionaries, industry experts, friends of the university, captains of industry, some of your top banking CEOs will be there. And like I said, everywhere is an opportunity to connect. It could be the first time that you are meeting this CEO of Sterling Bank, or it could even be the first time you are meeting Mr. Godwin, the community manager at Miva Open University. This event will be happening across Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Jos, but the main event will be happening in Lagos. And please do not say it is not my convocation. What am I doing there? That is where you miss the plot. It is a Miva event and it's open to every Miva student. And let me tell you the icing on the cake. When you register, share the link with your friends. You know that your friend Bayo that have been doubting Thomas for over 4 years. Tell him to come. That event is going to cement not just his doubt, but it's going to clear his doubt and help him understand that Miva is not just a regular university. It is an outstanding university, world-class university delivering world-class education. If you miss that convocation, oh, you have missed a lot. The next is that I want to plug you to opportunity to make money. And I said this because times are hard. Learning online is not cheap. You have to buy data. MTN keeps using straw every other day to suck your data. Airtel doing the same. And I even think that everyone in the data industry just basically have like one very big pipe that is sucking data, right? I want to plug you to how to make passive income, but forget about income. Look at it as an opportunity to help someone gain what you are gaining. And that means that with the Miva referral program, you are able to get one child, one friend, one family member, one adult into this university community where they get the best university experience in the world. And how do you do this? You can do this by telling them about Miva, registering with the referral program, and then getting the thank you from Miva. We know you people have been doing this. We can't even count the number of students that have enrolled by saying, I heard it from my uncle, I heard it from my friend. And that is why we've said, hey, for all of your troubles, we know you make calls, you chat them on WhatsApp to do this. We have a token of appreciation for you. And what that means is that if you refer anyone to make um, enrollment into the program, you get 20,000 naira if they make full tuition payment. And if they are enrolling by semester, you get 10,000 naira. It looks like it is small, but trust me, 20k data is going to see you through maybe 3 to 4 weeks of actively surfing the internet. So, what do you do next? I'm dropping the link in the chat. With that link, you can quickly register on the Miva referral program and start earning. Don't think it's just about earning. It is going to be very rewarding where someone is writing their project and they are writing special appreciation to Chinedu for telling me about Miva. My God would not forget you. Thank you for helping my life. I think that that would be some of your testimony, and that itself is more than any amount that Miva is going to give to you. So, see you at the convocation. See you at the career fair. Do not miss the career fair for any reason. If you are currently a manager, I think you should start fighting to be a country director. Join the career fair for the next level of your career. If you are currently a CEO, do you know that you can actually become an investor? Join the career fair to become an investor. Thank you everyone so much for joining the session. We have pinned in the chat box all of these links that I've highlighted. Within coming hours, we are going to ensure that we get all of these recordings, the summary, the presentation, and these links shared with you via email and also in the community. Like I said from the start, you're going to look back in the next 1 year, in the next 16 months, and be glad that you took this step today. Why don't you help somebody else take that step? Do that. We still have openings from now till 31st of May for this cohort. And then we open from the 1st of June for the September 2026 cohort. I can't wait to see you all. And I can't wait to see all that you will achieve being a student at Miva Open University. Thank you for 2 hours, 30 minutes of your time. I wish you a beautiful weekend. For all the Premier League fans in the house, I don't know if I should reach Arsenal sources, but we'll see what happens in the coming week. Thank you everyone for joining. Love you all and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.